Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fellow Waddlers. Today is the 14th of August 2021. Sorry, I had to look at the date in the corner of my eye because I've got my laptop next to me. So today I'm going to do the Get to Know Me tag. I haven't done this in a while. I have got a fresh set of questions next to me on my laptop because I always go by questions that are linked on the laptop instead of what questions people ask me, and I thought I'll refresh it because I haven't done it in a while and I know I mucked up on my last one, but I will link in a bar above me somewhere, and I will link in the description down below as well of my old Get to Know Me tag. If I remember, I was sat in my grandparents' garden when I did it and I think that was done in 2019 if I remember, or 2018 funny enough. So I thought I will redo it, and this is not a spawn, but I'm wearing my new Harry Potter dress and it's from Truffle Shuffle, and I absolutely love it. It's got all Harry Potter spells on it, so I will leave that in the link down below as well, and I will do like a proper haul with me wearing it and tell you what I like about it and everything. But onwards we go. So I have found 48 questions, which is mad. Some are the first YouTube Q&A questions, which I'm not going to do that. I will do that in another video. So I will just do the Get to Know Me questions. So the first one, sorry if I'm not directly looking at the camera because I'll be looking backwards and forth. So the first one is, what's your name and your age? So my name is Chloe and I'm 24. My birthday is the 12th of May 1997. How tall I am is 5'2.5". Who is your role model? I don't really have a role model. If I had someone who I looked up to, I sometimes do look up to my dad for advice, or my stepdad, or my grandparents, if that sort of counts as a role model who I look up to. If that makes sense. Do you have any pets? I had 2 cats, well, 4 cats. One died, one had to be given away, the other one passed away, so I have one left, and she lives with my mum and she is called Millie. What is your biggest turn off in a person? I would say arrogancy. People who are arrogant or like big themselves up. That makes sense. I don't like people who like go, oh look at me, look what I've got, look what I can do, and I'm just like, no love. I don't like those sort of people. Just doesn't interest me at all. Apologies if you can hear the bus. I live on a main bus route. Favourite game of all time would have to be Cards Against Humanity. I love playing Cards Against Humanity with my partner Brett, and let's just say I love it when we play it with a group of friends and you just see their dark side of them. I've never played it with family apart from Brett's dad and stepmum and their friends, but I've never played it with my own family, and I don't think I ever will. What is my zodiac sign? So my zodiac sign is, I can never pronounce it properly, I want to say Taurus, and it's a bull. So yeah, I would say I'm also the year of the bull as well, so I want to say it's called Taurus. Favourite Netflix show? I used to have Netflix. My favourite Netflix show was The Umbrella Academy, and I still love The Umbrella Academy to this day. So I would say my favourite Netflix show was The Umbrella Academy. What do you want to be when you grew up? I wanted to be an actress. Apart from I failed drama at high school, and I said to myself I'll never go to university, so that went down the pan very quickly. And the fact that sometimes you need singing and dancing as a backup as well as acting, so you need to have those combinations. And no, that was like, no, that's never going to happen for me, so I cut that out straight away. What do you do to keep fit? What I do to keep fit is, funny enough, I work for the NHS, so I'm constantly walking about, and I do on average just over 10,000 steps a day. I do sometimes have personal training sessions along with my partner Brett, and other than that I do go for walks outside. I used to go running / jogging maybe once or twice a week, and I haven't done that in ages, and I want to eventually get back into that, but I haven't decided when I'm going to get back into that. Who was your first crush? God, this is going back like years. My first crush was most probably someone at primary school, maybe. But God knows what his name was. But yeah, most probably in primary school. What was your first job? My first job was a summertime job in a ceramic cafe, and I absolutely loved it, despite breaking several of the pallets. Like, you used to put the paint in to paint the ceramic things that they used to do in the shop. I will name the shop, but it was Sticky F Cafe, and I will put a link down below. If you ever visit Norfolk, go to Cromer and go to Sticky F Cafe. This is not a spawn, they are absolutely brilliant, and they are absolutely friendly staff. Who is your celebrity crush? I have loads of celebrity crushes, should I say. I do like Matt Smith, and I do like Benedict Cumberbatch. I think they're my main two. Have you ever kept to a New Year's resolution? Yes, I have kept to a New Year's resolution. One was to produce videos. One was to read a certain amount of books, and I did stick to them too. And another one was to drink more water, and I know I drank more water that year. I can't remember if it was my 2018 or the 2019 New Year's resolutions. I have done New Year's resolutions on this channel. It has been a while since I've last done a New Year's resolution, because sometimes I don't keep to them, and I always write them down as well, and I still forget them. What is the dumbest way you've been injured? Most probably either falling over or tripping over something. No, my luck. The dumbest injury that I've done is because I had already damaged my knee from a previous injury, and I was doing dumbbells. I was like doing, what are they? Like crunches with your legs when you go down on one knee. I can't remember what they're called. I'm stupid. I can't remember the names of some of the exercises. But I remember I fell over and landed on my knee, and I had to be on crutches for a good few months. Fitness can be bad for you guys. How far have you gone to get something you desired? To get something that I have desired, funny enough, this was on luck. Brett and I went on holiday to Scarborough, and this is when I had my promise ring already, and we managed to get his promise ring in Scarborough, so I don't know whether that counts as something. It's not something obviously I desired, but that is the only thing I can think of that can relate to something that I'm quite happy about. So I'll say that is something that I desired. How many countries have you been to? I've been to France, I've been to Belgium, I've been to Slovenia, I've been to Mallorca, I think that's the only 4 I've been to. France, Belgium, Slovenia, and Mallorca, yeah. Oh, and Jersey, so 5. I think I've only been to 5 countries, and I know I want to explore a lot more than that. Do you sleep with the lights off or on? I sleep with the lights off. As a child, I had to sleep with the lights on. I remember when I used to sleep at my dad's, I always told him to leave the London light on until he went to bed. I could not get to sleep without the London light on. At one point I used to have a night light as a child. Sometimes I did used to sleep with a lamp on as a child. I think that was from my grandparents when I was little, where my mum and I used to move backwards and forwards as a child. And I remember I used to always have the bedside light on as a child. But yeah, grown out that phase. What is your nickname? I have a nickname called Waddles. Hence the channel Wadflake. My nickname is Waddles, and I got that nickname from high school. My friend at the time called Charlie, we were walking to school. This is when I was at high school. We were walking to high school, and it was snow and ice, and let's just say when I walked like a penguin, and her instant reaction was Waddles, and she goes, that's your nickname, and it has stuck since. I have got a hoodie, which funny enough is downstairs, which has a Hufflepuff emblem on it, and on the back it has Waddles. And anything that I have printed, apart from what Brett gets me as in football shirts, which has Harvey on the back, I have Waddles put on the back of it because that's my nickname, and that sticks to that. What is the best gift you have received? I don't think you're gonna ever see it. You're not gonna see it from where I'm sitting, but best gift I ever got is my engagement ring. And the other thing I ever got gift, well, I didn't get gifted this, I bought it, and that's my Canon 550D, and this has done me miracles, and I will never part with it until it breaks or until it dies and never charges again. What's the best gift you have ever given? That will be Brett's engagement ring, and it was the fact I went out personally shopping with him to get that engagement ring. I was like, you're coming with me to pick one out, because I think I did get him one, or I did find him one and it was the wrong size, and then we went back and got the right size, so maybe he wasn't with me, but I remember I got a second opinion of his mum. And it's a two-toned ring, and it's silver and rose gold, and I'm so happy that I got that because it just suits him really well. Have any books you read changed your life? I have read a book by Eleanor Tome, I think is how you pronounce her surname, and she wrote a book. I haven't finished reading it, I've like picked bits out and like read little bits, and she did a book about her endometriosis, which is called Private Parts. I'll leave a link down below, and I have found that book really interesting, and hopefully I will eventually do a review on that book as well, because it's helped me understand a bit more about my condition as well. And I have got videos all over my channel relating to my illness, which is endometriosis, and yeah, that has like really opened my eyes to think, oh, there's more than just me that's got it. And she explained how she got, well, not how she got it, how she developed it and how she found out, and that really helped me to open up as well. What talents do you have? It's just disgusting talent I have, but I am double jointed, I am hypermobile. I'm not going to show on camera because it just cringes people, but I am double jointed in my elbows and I'm double jointed in my knees, and my partner does not like it at all. He gets very freaked out by it. Do you speak in any other language? If so, how well? I do speak French. I can speak French, but not fluently. I can say certain phrases and I can respond to some of the questions, but not all questions. But I would love to learn French a lot more. I did do French as a GCSE and I did get a D in that as a GCSE, but I would love to progress further and hopefully speak more fluently if I can. What's your favourite season? My favourite season is spring, because I am a spring baby. I was born in May and I love the spring. I don't like summer because it gets too hot. I don't mind autumn because you can still get the sort of warmer weathers, and I do like when the leaves fall. And I don't like winter because it's absolutely freezing. But I do like spring when like cherry blossom blooms and you get the daffodils and you get poppies, and yeah, I do love springtime. Do you have a morning routine? If so, what it is? I don't have a morning routine. When it comes to work, I just get up, I go downstairs, my bag is already packed from the night before, and literally I make myself a coffee in my flask. I take anything that I could eat, like if it's a breakfast bar or if it's a biscuit. This is really bad, biscuit. Sometimes I have for something to snack on to take my tablets with. But yeah, I do not have a morning routine. What book has influenced you greatly and how? Going back to have any books you read to change your life, I will say those two link together, and I will also mention Private Parts again because of my endometriosis, but I won't go into detail again for that. Do you have any bad habits? I do sometimes bite my nails, but sometimes when I get an itchy nose, I do stick my finger up my nose and itch it, and I know that's really disgusting, but I don't do that in public. I do that in the bathroom. I go into the bathroom so no one sees what I'm doing. I have in the past picked dead skin, which is disgusting, but if I'm phased, I don't obviously do that in public either. I do it in front of Brett, which just disgusts him. But other than that, I don't do any of my bad habits in public. Maybe bite my nails when I get nervous, but other than that, I don't do anything else in public. If you could live anywhere, where would that be? Paris. I don't know why, but I have always wanted to live in Paris. I don't know if it's because of the beautiful landscapes, even though I have never been to Paris. I have been to France, but I've never been to the land, well, not land of the living, but I've never been to the City of Love. That's what I was trying to say. I've never been to the City of Love, and I've always wanted to go just to see what it's like, and have always wanted to go and visit Notre Dame as well, and that is on my to-do list once it is being reconstructed. Who was your childhood best friend? I had a child best friend for about 16 to 18 years. I've known her since the age of 4. And let's just say, oh yeah, it'll be 20 years because I'm now 24. So yeah, 20 years. And things went really downhill, and I haven't spoken to her since. And let's just say it is really hard. Sorry, I'm gonna cry if I'm not careful. I don't know if she actually watches my videos, but she was such a good friend to me, and if she is watching, I do miss her. I do miss her son, who is meant to be my godson, and he was born, funny enough, on mine and Brett's anniversary, and he is adorable, and I still love him to pieces. I still love them both to pieces, but I don't think they'll ever know. But if she is watching, hi Hannah. Have you ever cried at a film? If so, which one? Love Actually, Titanic, The Fault in Our Stars, My Sister's Keeper, The Lovely Bones. There's most probably a lot more films I've cried at. What is one thing you will never do again? Ride on the back of a motorbike, I think. I think they'll just bring back so many memories of when I was a teen. And yeah, I don't think I'll ever do that again. Who would you like? I want to say who you like to meet one day, but it says who would you like to one day, and it's just missed out the one word in this question. That will be my idol, which is Matt Smith. That is one person who I have always wanted to meet and ask him loads of questions about his role on Doctor Who, the films he's been in as well, and I'd just love to know what made him go from football into acting, and that he studied at the UEA, so why the UEA and not like a drama college, since I think UEA is a sporting college. So I'd just like to know, like, find out why that college and everything as well. Now, what time period would you visit in history? I'd love to visit the 50s. Because the lovely dresses that you see and people who have vixen hairstyles. I'd love to know what it was like living in the 50s. I think, yeah, it must be 50s and 60s. I'd love to know what it was like living in that era. I know that my grandparents were born just before the 50s, so I know they obviously lived through the 50s. So I'd love to know what it was truly like back then. What is your favourite food? I have too many favourite foods. If it comes to cooking, it has got to be chicken curry. I do love a good chicken curry. And it's got to be chicken tikka masala. I don't like anything spicier than that because my taste buds can't take it. I don't mind a creamy korma. I don't mind that. But yeah, it would have to be a chicken tikka masala. What is your favourite TV show? I have too many. I could pick two, which is Supernatural and Doctor Who. Funny enough, I am rewatching Doctor Who from Christopher Eccleston. I'm now on David Tennant with Rose. And I do love watching Doctor Who, and hopefully Brett and I have come to agreement that I'm allowed to have a Doctor Who wedding, or allowed to incorporate Doctor Who into it a bit, which I'm really happy about. List 3 items that you would always have with you. My phone, my keys, and if I do go out and haven't taken them, my tablets. They're the 3 most important things that I do carry on me. What is your favourite drink? I've got a can of it next to me. It's Pepsi Max Cherry. I do love this. It is one of my favourite drinks, and I can go without it if I couldn't have it every day, then I don't worry too much. I try and avoid drinking fizzy every day if I can. But yeah, that is one of my favourite drinks. What is my favourite type of junk food? McDonald's. I don't know if you can count Nando's as junk food, because it's not really junk food, because it's good meat and it's freshly cooked. But yeah, it's got to be McDonald's. What is your weirdest habit? I don't really have a weirdest habit. No, I don't really have a weird habit. I've told you my bad habits, but I don't really have a weird habit. But yeah. Right, that is all the questions for the Get to Know Me tag. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and leave comments down below of what you want to see on my channel. Everything that I have mentioned, I will leave links down below. And don't forget to subscribe, comment, like and share. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.